Hi, I'm Melanie.
I'm Maddie. This is Josie.
And I'm Joelle.
This is our grooming safety video. We have broken it down into some simple do's and don'ts. For our do's demonstrations, we will be using Josie as our horse model. For our don'ts, we have chosen to replace the horse model with a human for safety purposes. Let's get started.
When approaching the horse, make sure and approach them at the shoulder so they can see you. Make sure and be vocal so they can hear you. And be aware of their feet. You don't want to get stepped on. Do not approach the horse in too much excitement.
Oh my God.
You might scare them. Do not approach the horse directly from the front or directly from the back. Those are blind spots and they cannot see you. There are two ways to go around the back of a horse. Make sure and the first one is keep one hand on them as you go behind so they know you're behind them and stay close. The second way is to walk far enough behind them that they can't kick you. Do not walk around the back of the horse without having a hand on them or walk underneath the horse's neck ever.
So when you're grooming a horse, you want to watch for body language that shows signs of discomfort or stress. So you look for pinned ears, you check the eyes to see if they're wide, and you can check their nostrils to see if they're flared, as well as overall body language showing that they're tense.
If the horse at any point seems uncomfortable or anxious, take a step back and give it space. And if the horse starts to pull back, get an instructor for help. Do not yell at or entangle yourself with a horse that's trying to pull back. Keep brushes not currently being used in the bucket. And make sure your bucket is far enough away so as not to be stepped on or in your way or your horse's way.
When grooming, don't place tools or buckets where the horse can step on them.
Do not tie a horse too close to another horse. And do not put yourself in between two horses where you might get injured. Do not kneel or sit on the ground while grooming. And do not wedge yourself in between the horse and the wall. The first brush is the curry comb. You use it in circular motions, starting at the top of the neck and working your way down the horse's body. For the stiff and soft brush in small sweeping motions the direction the hair grows.
Do not use stiff brushes on bony or sensitive areas.
To pick out the horse's feet, slowly approach it at the shoulder, face the back of the horse, run your hand down its leg to ask it to lift its foot. Hold the hoof so as to have a secure grip on it, and then you pick with the hoof pick facing away from you, starting at the top, working to the bottom. And then slowly set the foot back down.
When picking out a horse's foot, don't just drop it.
With the hind leg, it's the same thing. Make sure to stay to the side of the horse so as to avoid it kicking you. When brushing the mane and tail, spray some of your solution, your mane and tail, onto the brush before. And then you start at the bottom of the mane so as to get any knots out of the bottom, and then work your way up. horse's tail, make sure and stand to the side of the horse so as not to be at risk for getting kicked. Pull the tail to you and start at the bottom to work out any tangles before moving up.
When brushing a horse's tail, do not start at the top. Also, do not stand directly behind the horse.
If you drop a brush a place you're uncomfortable reaching for it, such as near the horse's feet, you can ask an instructor for help. Don't overexert yourself or do anything you're uncomfortable with.
No! I got it.
Thanks for watching our grooming safety video. If you have any questions or concerns, make sure and ask a horse specialist or professional that you are with. Thanks.